Hello everyone, it's Elias Caesar here, and today's video we're going to be discussing why I think caffeine is great. So there's a lot of discourse about the usage of caffeine. Is it safe? How can you use it optimally? What are the benefits? What are the drawbacks? And today in this video we're going to be covering everything on what you should know about caffeine and how you can use it in the best way possible. So there are a lot of benefits to caffeine, and I think it's one of the biggest psychoactive substances in the world. It offers a range of cognitive and neuroprotective benefits. When used in moderate amounts, it can benefit your work and your performance in the gym. There's also been some insight into the neuroprotective qualities of caffeine, which we're going to discuss further. And I want to make a quick disclaimer that I am not a licensed professional. You should always consult your doctor before taking anything. And in regards to caffeine usage, or if you have any prior health problems that you are concerned about that might be interfered with if you were to take caffeine. So please hit the like button and comment down below sharing some of your tips for optimizing testosterone, your hormone health, your mental health, and your physical fitness. If you do like the video, please subscribe, and if you want to correct any mistakes that I made in this video or future videos, please do so in the comment section down below. I'm still learning throughout my journey of fitness, and I'm always open to new ideas, constructive criticism. So now let's move on with the video. So let's cover first, what are the cognitive and mental benefits of caffeine? Well, caffeine obviously increases alertness and focus. Caffeine blocks adenosine receptors in the brain, which will reduce fatigue, enhance mental clarity, enhance your reaction time, and improve your concentration. Caffeine has also been shown to improve memory. Some studies on caffeine suggest that it may enhance working memory and a long-term memory consolidation, especially when it's consumed after learning a task. Caffeine can also improve your mood. Caffeine can elevate dopamine levels, leading to an improved mood, motivation, and a reduced risk of depression if you're consuming it in a moderate amount. So what are the neuroprotective benefits of caffeine? Well, caffeine has been linked to a reduced risk of neurodegenerative diseases. When it comes to Alzheimer's disease, caffeine may reduce beta amyloid plaque buildup in the inflammation in the brain. Beta amyloid is a protein fragment that plays a central role in Alzheimer's disease, so caffeine may reduce this plaque. Caffeine has also been linked to a reduced risk of Parkinson's disease. Regular caffeine intake is associated with a significantly lower risk of developing Parkinson's. This is possibly due to its role that it plays in modulating dopaminergic activity. Caffeine also can improve antioxidant activity. Caffeine, along with other compounds that are found in coffee and tea, help combat oxidative stress, which is a key contributor to brain aging and cognitive decline. Caffeine can also be linked to an inhibition of neuroinflammation. By dampening microglial activation, the brain's immune cells, caffeine may help reduce chronic inflammation implicated in various central nervous system disorders. Caffeine can also improve cognitive resilience. Caffeine supports synaptic plasticity and neurogenesis, especially in the hippocampus, and this is the part of the brain which is responsible for memory and learning. Another benefit that caffeine has, which I didn't know personally, is that it can help preserve the integrity of the blood-brain barrier by preventing harmful substances from entering brain tissue. So, how can you use caffeine optimally? A lot of people, when they wake up, take caffeine right away, and I don't think that's the right thing to do, and we're going to get to that. But I think the best effects occur with a moderate consumption of anywhere from between 100 to 300 milligrams a day, which is the equivalent of 1 to 3 cups of coffee. I would even say that 300 milligrams of caffeine a day might be a little high, might be a little bit too much. So I would say anywhere from 100 to 250 even is probably the best. Overusage of caffeine can cause anxiety, insomnia, tolerance, and jitteriness. but it depends on your tolerance of how much caffeine you can metabolize. Genetics play a huge role in this. Some may metabolize caffeine quickly, others slowly, and it'll impact both the benefits and side effects of caffeine usage. And the reason why I recommend waiting 60 to 90 minutes after waking up before consuming coffee is because when you wake up, you have a huge amount of cortisol spiking in your system, and this is part of your natural circadian rhythm. It's what allows you to wake up in the morning. During those 60 to 90 minutes, that is when your cortisol is going to be at its peak, and then it slowly dips throughout the day. So if you wait those 60 to 90 minutes, it helps you avoid that afternoon crash that most people get when they consume caffeine. And it also help prevent any interference with your circadian rhythm. Delaying caffeine intake can help keep your internal clock in sync, leading to better energy levels throughout the day and improved sleep quality, which is a major factor when it comes to caffeine usage. So I'm going to move on to what I think the best sources of caffeine are. So the first one, and I think was probably the most popular one, is coffee. Coffee, depending on the brew, will contain anywhere from 80 to 100 milligrams of caffeine. Coffee is rich in antioxidants. It can boost your mood, alertness, and fat metabolism. Some of the benefits are that it's very rich in polyphenols and antioxidants, and it is also linked to reduced risk in Alzheimer's, as we mentioned, Parkinson's, and type 2 diabetes. Coffee has also been shown to improve physical and mental performance. Now, if you experience a lot of anxiety and you're worried about the risk of implementing coffee into your routine, then yeah, I would say don't have coffee, because a lot of people experience a lot of jitters and a lot of anxiety when they have coffee. I personally don't deal with this. I used to when I wouldn't wait those 60 to 90 minutes. Try waiting those 60 to 90 minutes first. Try out the coffee. See if you don't have that anxious feeling anymore when you wait after that window. But if you still experience anxiety, I would say matcha green tea is the next best option, because it's a bit lower in the caffeine, from anywhere to 35 to 70 milligrams per serving. It's very rich in antioxidants. It'll give you a calmer focus, and it can also improve fat oxidation. So some of the benefits is that it contains L-theanine, which promotes a calm alertness and will reduce caffeine jitters. So again, if you get jitters with coffee, this would be a great option for you. It's a really great alternative for people who feel anxious with coffee. You're going to get a slower, sustained energy release throughout the day. And the last option that I really like personally, and you probably heard Andrew Huberman talk about this option a lot, is yerba mate. Yerba mate has anywhere from 70 to 80 milligrams per cup. Similar to matcha green tea, it's best for smooth energy, mental clarity. Is a more of a traditional based wellness approach to caffeine consumption. Some of the benefits is it's a natural stimulant with theobromine, which you'll find in chocolate, and it also has theophylline, which you'll find in tea. And it contains tons of vitamins, minerals, and polyphenols. It's very popular in South America, so if you are from South America, you could probably get this. Maybe ask your parents about this. And it has a very unique herbal taste. So what are the caffeine sources I would recommend you avoid? Well, starting off, I would strongly recommend you avoid a soda. Not only does soda have barely any caffeine, it's really high in sugar content. So if you want to optimize your hormone health, your mental health, your physical health, avoiding soda was a really good step because of its high sugar content. And also, even if it is a diet version and it doesn't have sugar, artificial sweeteners are probably not great for you either. So avoiding soda altogether is probably the best. There's a lot of discourse about whether artificial sweeteners are good for you, or if they're bad for you, or if they're just kind of in between. But I would say it's better to be safe than sorry. because you don't want to be making the habit of drinking diet soda a lot. It can also really damage your gut. So I would say avoid soda altogether. I would also say avoiding synthetic energy drinks such as Monster, Bang Energy, Red Bull, Rockstar. Drinks like that are filled with a ton of artificial ingredients, high sugar as well, or sucralose. So if you want a better alternative for synthetic energy drinks, maybe take like pre-workout, like before your workout. But again, that has a ton of caffeine, a lot of artificial ingredients, and it's not for everyone, so I wouldn't recommend it for everyone. But just try sticking to those more natural, organic caffeine sources like we mentioned earlier. Coffee, matcha, yerba mate, stuff like that is a much better alternative for you. Also avoid sweetened coffee, because sweetened coffee like frappuccinos, iced lattes are often loaded with syrups and empty calories. If you're trying to cut weight, like lose weight, or if you just want to be healthier, drinking empty calories and a lot of syrups, whipped cream, a lot of sugar, it's not going to do you any benefit, even if it is coming from a coffee drink. If you don't like the taste of black coffee, or if you don't like just black coffee, try putting in milk, or like whole milk, or alternative milk options like almond milk, oat milk, stuff like that will be a great alternative to sweetened coffee drinks. So in conclusion, caffeine can be used to benefit your life. It can be used to boost your mood, performance, and cognitive function, as long as you're not overdoing it, like I said, and you monitor which sources you best respond to. Caffeine can certainly become your best friend. So, for example, I personally really like coffee and yerba mate. Those are the best sources for me. Especially yerba mate gives me like a really calm focus and helps me lock in on my tasks, my work. And coffee is really great for working out, because even though you get that jittery feeling, it gets you pumped up for the gym. But again, make sure you're not abusing caffeine, because if you're using too much of it, it can certainly lead to long-term health problems, especially if you already have prior health problems in regards to your heart health. But try out different caffeine sources and pick which ones you like the most. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for future videos, and feel free to leave some feedback or any video suggestions. I'm always going to be looking at the comments. But yeah, have a nice rest of your day, or have a nice night, have a nice morning, whatever it is, and I will see you guys in the next video.